COINTELPRO, short for Counterintelligence Program, was a series of covert operations carried out by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, aimed at countering political activists and organizations that, according to the FBI, posed a threat to national security. The COINTELPRO operations were designed to suppress, sabotage, and destroy political and social movements in the United States during the 1950s to 1970s. This program left a significant mark in U.S. history, becoming a symbol of governmental interference and abuse of power. The history of COINTELPRO. COINTELPRO was initiated in 1956 under the direction of John Edgar Hoover, the director of the FBI, in response to the rise of political activism among various groups who were seen by the government as a threat to the stability and security of the country. The operations of COINTELPRO were focused on movements like civil rights, the Black Power movement, communist and socialist organizations, as well as anti-Vietnam War activists. The first phase of COINTELPRO targeted communists, especially in the context of the Cold War. However, as the 1960s saw the emergence of new political unrest and protest movements, the scope of the program began to expand. COINTELPRO's objectives. COINTELPRO operations had several objectives, including undermining political activism. The FBI sought to weaken or destroy the leaders and organizations that opposed official U.S. policies. Creating division within organizations. A major tactic was sabotaging the unity of groups by spreading rumors, sowing distrust among members, and even infiltrating groups to cause internal conflict. Information warfare. Various methods of surveillance, information gathering, and smear campaigns were used to create false accusations against activists. Reputation attacks. This included spreading slander and false information about political leaders, potentially discrediting them and eroding public trust. Operations against the civil rights movement. One of the most famous and controversial targets of COINTELPRO was the civil rights movement, led by figures like Martin Luther King Jr. It was later revealed that the FBI actively sought to sabotage King's efforts, spreading rumors and false accusations about him, while also trying to create divisions within his support base. However, COINTELPRO wasn't limited to the civil rights movement. The program also targeted activists who fought for women's rights, opposed the Vietnam War, and were part of socialist and leftist organizations. A key target was the Black Panther Party, a radical organization fighting for the rights of Black Americans. COINTELPRO's methods. The FBI used a wide range of tactics to carry out COINTELPRO operations, including infiltrating organizations. FBI agents were placed inside organizations to sow discord and provoke conflicts between group members. Fake letters and anonymous messages. COINTELPRO involved spreading false information through anonymous letters and phone calls that created doubt and undermined trust within organizations. Violent actions. In some cases, COINTELPRO operations led to violence, even deaths, as in the case of Fred Hampton, a leader of the Black Panther Party. Surveillance and wiretapping. FBI agents engaged in extensive surveillance and wiretapping, collecting information on the leaders and members of movements. COINTELPRO's exposure. COINTELPRO remained a secret for many years until 1971, when activists from a group called the Citizens Commission to Investigate the FBI broke into an FBI office in Media, Pennsylvania, and stole documents that were later given to newspapers, exposing the full extent of the operations. In response to the leak, the FBI officially terminated COINTELPRO in 1971, but its methods faced intense public criticism. The revelation of COINTELPRO led to the creation of congressional commissions, such as the Church Committee in 1975, named after Senator Frank Church, which investigated abuses by the FBI and other intelligence agencies. The committee uncovered widespread violations of civil liberties, including illegal surveillance and interference in political activities. Legacy and consequences. COINTELPRO left a deep impact on U.S. politics and the legal system. It triggered widespread public discontent with government abuses of power and the systematic targeting of political activists. COINTELPRO became a stark reminder of how government agencies can manipulate information and suppress dissent in society. The program also had long-lasting consequences for movements like the Black Panther Party, anti-war activists, and other organizations targeted by COINTELPRO. For many, it served as an important lesson on how the government can use its power to suppress political discourse and undermine democratic values. Conclusion: COINTELPRO remains a dark chapter in the history of the FBI and serves as a critical reminder about the limits of government power and its potential to abuse that power to suppress political freedom and civil rights. This operation symbolizes the danger of how governmental structures can manipulate their authority to silence dissent and undermine democratic principles.